Hey guys, how are you? Grant right here. I am back here today for a brand new video. I was very excited when I got this request because it was not one that I actually heard of before. I love bringing awareness to things that I think should be known on this channel, as you guys know. Today we're getting back to Babs, Barbra Streisand, a legend herself. Super excited. I'm going to be reacting to the song The Summer Knows, which believe it or not, I've never heard. And I know almost every Barbra Streisand song thanks to, my mother, as I said a million times. So I am super excited. I love discovering new things musically, as you guys know, and love when you guys do it with me. That's what this channel is all about. So we're going to be doing it today. Barbra Streisand, The Summer Knows. Couldn't find a live clip, so I'm going to be doing the audio from the studio recording. Hope you guys don't mind. So get you a coffee, get something to make you comfortable, because we are going to be locked in for the ride as per usual, and I cannot wait. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Before I begin today's video, as always, if you're new here, welcome to this community. Happy to have you here. If you'll please be so kind, hit the subscribe button. No, smash that subscribe button. There's tons of content coming you don't want to miss. Give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. P.S. This is my birthday month. If you must know, my birthday is May 27th. So if anyone is interested, you can send me a super chat here on the channel. You can send me a donation via Cash App as well. All the details are in the drop-down box below. Now let's get into it.
The summer smiles, the summer knows, and unashamed she sheds her clothes. The summer smooths the restless sky, and lovingly she warms the sand on which you lie. The summer knows, the summer's wise. She sees the doubts within your eyes, and so she takes her summertime, tells the moon to wait and the sun to linger, twists the world around her summer. You see the wonder of it all, and if you've learned your lesson well, there's little more for her to tell. One last caress, it's time to dress for fall. If you've learned your lesson well, there's little more for her to tell. One last caress, it's time to dress for.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning, as per usual, expected none less. Humongous round of applause for the incomparable Barbra Streisand. Babs. A little sip of coffee over here because we got to chat. All right, I want to start off by saying a big thank you for requesting the song, because once again, it's not something that I've heard before. And like I said, I know Barbara's catalog to the back of my head, so I love exploring new things about people I've been following my whole life. Thanks to you guys. I love the message of the song. I love what it portrayed. The personification of the summer as a person. Absolutely brilliant. What's interesting about this performance is typically in a performance, in a vocal performance, 9 times out of 10, the intensity will escalate through the performance. I feel like it sort of did the opposite in this performance. I feel she was, there was more intensity towards the beginning, middle of the performance, then it eased off toward the end. And I feel that was for a purpose, because the whole point of the song was her talking about, from what I got, was her talking about the transition of summer into fall. So it was sort of like that intensity eased off as the summer was coming to an end, as, we were getting into fall, and it was almost like kind of sad in a way. So I feel that was the intention of it. I love how breathy she was toward the end. I feel that the thing with Barbra Streisand is she's an actress as well as one of the best singers of all time. You know what I mean? She's the full thing. So she knows how to incorporate those nuances of sort of getting it, sort of playing the character within the song. And I feel that's what she always does, how she takes on her, she's always taken on her songs with that, sort of portraying the character in mind. And she did the same thing in this song. She's very breathy at the end, gave you that drama. And you heard that with the beach waves, as it was sort of alluding that we were ending summer, heading into fall, as I said. So absolutely brilliant. I've said this a million times with her, that the vibrato, in my opinion, she has the best vibrato. I've said this before, her and Whitney take the 2 top spots, in my opinion, of any singer in history, as far as vibrato is concerned. Just absolutely, I know you can't see because of the attire, but, the hairs on my arms are standing up, just her vibrato alone. And the minute you hear her, you know it's her. I've said this before also. A lot of people, especially these days on TikTok, a lot of these people that do, covers of artists, people think it's, as they say, a flex when you can replicate somebody direct and you sound just like them. I think that is the complete opposite. If you sound just like someone else, I think what's the point? You're mimicking the person. You are, you're not doing a tribute. You're mimicking them. You're copying them. You know what I mean? When somebody hears a vocalist, they should know exactly who it is, like this. At least in my opinion, it's always been my opinion. And that's what I love about people like Barbara and Whitney. The moment, not specifically when they started doing their high notes, or they started belting or doing a specific thing that's their signature, the moment they start singing, it's them. That's how I feel it should be. The moment somebody hears you as a vocalist, you should have a signature sound. They should know it's you. And that's one thing that Barbara always had, always will have. It's Babs. You know what I mean? Brilliant as per usual. Her control, I don't even need to say anything. She is the queen of control, you know what I mean? And it was always so effortless for her. And there was always vibrato produced in every one of her registers. That's something that I don't know if I've said before, but a lot of singers, you know what I mean, they are able to produce vibrato maybe in their upper notes, and that is typically the case, especially with younger female singers. There's vibrato in the top, but they're very weak on the bottom. You know what I mean? There's not enough support in the bottom to be able to, produce vibrato. And Barbra, she was always able to do it through the entire range. The entire range. I'm saying that because a lot of the younger singers out there, they need to hear that. You know what I mean? Before you go showing off in your upper, range, you need to be able to support and produce vibrato in the bottom. It starts from the bottom up, not the up to the bottom. I think a lot of singers, especially these days, they have it backwards because they are not, doing it the right way. You start from the ground up. You don't start from the up bottom. And I said this before, and I think other videos to different artists. A lot of that to blame is these talent shows, because these talent shows, it's sort of they egg these young singers on to show off with the belting and all that, and a lot of them, they haven't even started to develop the bottom of their voice yet. They just go for the top. And that's where a lot of singers damage their voice also, because they spend their entire, the beginning of their career, going above their capabilities when they haven't developed their voice, just trying to hit high notes to prove they can, because that's sort of what society views as the benchmark of singing. It's not. Being a singer is not just about being a vocalist. There's a difference between being a singer and being a vocalist. Being a vocalist is not just about hitting high notes and, being at the top of your lungs. A lot of times people are impressed with that, and they don't understand the damage that's going on because these singers haven't developed. They're just trying to show off. So, praise to Barbra Streisand for being one of the only that actually was, singing with a fully developed voice. These singers, like I said, they don't exist too many anymore. They're far and few. So, it's always great to revisit, the benchmark herself, Babs, to show what being a real vocalist is all about. Humongous round of applause for our girl Barbra Streisand. As per usual, thank you so much for bringing this request. If you guys have any other Barbra requests, I absolutely am one of her biggest fans, so feel free to leave a comment down below, and we will continue the Babs journey together. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Please give the video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. There's tons of content coming you don't want to miss. If you're new here and you want to support the channel, find me on Patreon. Subscribe for a low monthly premium to have inclusive access on content you won't find anywhere else. And or you can leave me a donation via Cash App. Details are in the drop-down box below. You guys know the deal. If you want me to react to something, leave your requests in the comments down below. I'll add them to the lineup. Love you all. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Keep the positivity going. We need all we can get in this world. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.